She's got a breakaway. She's all alone. She's going. She's going. Oh no, wrong goal, kiddo. It's chaos out there. Their stomachs don't have to be. Introducing Culturelle Kids Probiotics Plus Electrolytes. Sugar-free, more hydrating than water alone from the #1 pediatrician recommended brand. Youth soccer is never boring, but your kid's stomach should be. Culturelle Probiotics, the science of a boring gut. See website for details.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. The Saints Block Party podcast coming at you. Presented, brought to you by Precious Works LLC. For any of your business website needs, reach out to our guy, Bajan. He will hook you up. And it is a Tuesday night. Tomorrow will be the second day that the Saints have padded practices in training camp. Before we get into all of that, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you're watching the live stream, we appreciate y'all. I think we had like 8-10 people just already waiting for the show to start. If y'all haven't watched or listened to that Mina Kimes episode that we dropped on Monday, which was yesterday, which is crazy because it feels like it wasn't yesterday, go back and listen or watch that episode. Stellar stuff from ESPN's Mina Kimes, who joined us. We kind of did like a surprise drop for that. So we want to get those watches, those views up, those listens up on that Mina episode, or all episodes, but especially that Mina episode. Yeah. So go ahead and check that out. This is your first time joining us at the Saints Block Party podcast. I am Adam, joined by my co-host Ryan, aka Wolf. We have covered the Saints in a variety of fashions over these 6+ years, from Senior Bowls, pro days, combines, and so you said in the Discord, which kind of blew my mind, that there's like a Saints preseason game next weekend, like
next Saturday, bro. Preseason.
Like what?
Football.
What? It's exciting. It's crazy that the season has gotten here so quickly. And once that first preseason game comes, it's like boom, 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 boom. So the first preseason game is on next Saturday. I'm going to be at the second preseason game, the Rams game. That's the 22nd, I believe. And then it's just the final one against the Cowboys. Yeah, Jags, Rams, and I forget who they end the preseason with. But appreciate all y'all for joining us. It's a big Saints week. It's these upcoming weeks. You have the Drew Brees Hall of Fame induction this weekend. We're gonna have a little live stream and a little watch party for our podcast for all Patreons. Patreon.com/Saints Block Party. I don't know, might see a lot of grown men on Zoom shedding some tears, bruh. I'm just saying, bruh, that
feels, bro. I've just been so happy to see my GOAT just get his flowers like the past week or so. Just NFL posting highlights and, clips and stuff. And yeah, I like seeing like the young generation that kind of came up watching like the last part of his career or missed some of it. And you just read the comments and stuff. They're like, damn, look at them throws. Like, damn. Telling you, boy, that was football, boy.
It was. Jason asks, who has the most memorable abrupt retirement in NFL history, Ricky Williams or Jalen Polk? It's easily R.I.P. Vontae Davis. Easily Vontae Davis.
Yeah, that's the best one ever.
Mid-game. At halftime.
Mid-game. Starting in the game. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I just
shout out to Pammy Whammy. Pammy Whammy says, hello, gentlemen. So we're going to try not something different, but wanted to give y'all who are joining us, who are watching the the video format of our podcast live stream, or if you're watching this later, that's what we're talking about on this episode. So we got, Jason already talked about it. The Jalen Polk retiring suddenly out of nowhere. We're going to talk about that. Got the Cesar Ruiz. Is the door open? Is it open? Is it open?
It's cracked open. It's cracked open a little bit.
Gotta talk about I won't say the offense struggling, but just the defense seemingly being ahead of the offense early in training camp. Gonna get some Barry Brown talk. I'm not surprised, but we'll get into it. Also, some Jordan Tyson stuff. Talk about some early camp sleepers, just in terms of players, just to keep your eye out on for who's made some plays, or maybe it's just some scuttlebutt we're kind of hearing with early camp players. And then I wanted to start here. Right. It's a perfect place to start of just the NFC South attrition. You want to talk about a division that has been ravaged with injuries very early in training camp. You look no further than NFC South. And I was texting this to a friend earlier, and I said, it's early, right? And not to put any juju out for the Saints, but like, man, if they could just stay healthy, like the division was already kind of maybe for the taking for them, but it is setting up to be like they got to go out and play, but it's setting to be like right in front of them. Just think about just the NFC South. Start with the Panthers. They had the injury with Nick Scorton, tears his ACL, out for the season. Second-year defensive end who was going to be very impactful in their defense. Chris Brazzell, draft pick. They invested, I believe, a third-round pick was potentially going to be in their rotation and their offense. He has I think it was like a torn LCL. He's gone for the season. Then the Panthers' right tackle, Tyler Moton, their best offensive lineman, dealing with blood clot, very similar to Chris Olave was. Sounds like he's going to miss at least the first half of the season to start the season in 2026. That's three key players that the Panthers don't like. At least two of those are out for the season. One of them is going to be out for probably half of the season. And blood clots are tricky, as we know, as we've experienced with the Chris Olave situation. Going to the Falcons. Tua Tagovailoa hasn't even practiced because of his back. Has not practiced.
Back issues.
Already know you have the Michael Penix, his injury. He's recovering from his ACL. He's throwing in 7-on-7s, but he's still recovering from his injury. Then you have them with today the news that Walker John tears his ACL. One of our draft bays from last year. He's done for the season. And the James Pierce situation was not injury. This is just being a shitty person. We don't know what the NFL is going to do in terms of punishment or suspension, but I would expect it's a sliding scale, and you never know with the league, but he may miss anywhere from 3 to 6 to 8 games upcoming this season. Who knows, right? The Bucs are different because it's not really injuries with them. It's just like a lot of drama, which that's sometimes can fester, can just cause like the vibe and the organization, the locker room just to feel a little off. And dealing with the Vita Vea thing, dealing with the Baker Mayfield contract situation. I know there's this and I get it from a fan perspective, like, man, just take the training wheels off for Jordan Tyson. Just let him go out there and just. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger
in the words of my favorite head coach, Dennis James Allen.
Oh my God!
Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Stop that shit. Keep doing what you're doing, Kellen.
Because the Saints, they lost Brian Brees during the torn ACL. It was an injury. Jalen Polk retired, what have you. But man, if y'all could just stay healthy through training camp and through preseason, you already have like a leg up in terms of just the attrition war in the division.
Telling you, man, just, you're going to get banged up. You're going to get banged up. They're going to be nicks and bruises. But if they could, like, at least keep, the top level, starters and, some of the depth, keep them relatively healthy. You know what I'm saying? No major IRs, no major losses, especially like offensive line, defensive line. We already lost Brees. Like, we can't afford much more there. We're deep at wide receiver right now. It'll be great to stay deep at wide receiver.
Yes.
It'd be great. They're thin at defensive back. We don't know how good the defensive backfield really is. It'd be good, like, not to lose much there. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's it's hard. I mean, the NFL is just hard to operate like that.
Is, man.
You're gonna get hurt. Like, it's a fact. You're gonna get hurt. You just hope those doesn't happen in clusters in like one, critical position group or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And especially, you just hate to see it, especially like with young players or second-year players who are just trying to like that's why you hate it for like Nick Gordon or Jalen Walker, those guys who just starting to kind of scratch their.
Bruh.
It's like, because it's just such a setback. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you pray we don't get any of those, for the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Because the Saints finally are like have young players that they're, they're going to come up finally. So please. Please hold on.
Please. So we'll see how it's going to be interesting to see how the plan with, players like Jordan Tyson, Kendre Miller to a lesser degree, how that plan evolves. And I will say this from like a head coaching aspect and standpoint, it takes a lot of willpower, like to put a young player on a plan and stay to it. Because if I was a head coach, bro, if I got a new toy, like imagine like it is when you buy a new electronic, bro. Like imagine you just got to you can only play with electronic a couple of days out of the week, bro. You just like
I was like the kid, my mom used to always fuss at me because I'm taking the shit out the box as soon as I get in the car,
Yeah,
like, as soon as I get in the car, I'm like, shit open. Wait till you get home. Like, no, I need to. Even if it's a game, I can't even play the game yet. I just won't look at it. I see what the game look like. So I get it, man. That's why I love what Kellen doing, man. Like Kellen, Tim Rath, they literally have individualized plans for every player based on their status. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's down to the actual individual, and they're sticking with it, and they're thinking of everything. We'll see how it plays out, but like so far, I'm liking how it plays out.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but it says, as a Saints fan that lives in Atlanta, the Penix Love Fest is ending fast. He's truly on the clock regardless of the injuries. Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is it's just actually kind of crazy because like, I mean, you talking about, he was pick number 9th overall,
8th, 9th, something like that. Yeah,
something like that. Is like, and he played. I don't even think he's played like a full season of games. No. Or if he did, he's like a max of like 15 games maybe. And like, it wasn't like the worst quarterbacking I've ever seen. It just left a lot to be desired. You know what I'm saying?
But he gets talked about as if he's J.J. McCarthy,
right?
But like he didn't play his, like I remember, what was it? Was that Jaden's rookie season? So was that last year? Like I just remember him and Jaden Daniels having like a great like duel on Monday Night Football or whatever primetime, like just going back and forth and just scoring like whatever. Like the talent's there. You can make an argument in terms of the offense, whatever. I mean, I don't want to get too deep in the Falcons woods, but it is crazy to see kind of both where Penix and JJ McCarthy are after going, top 10 in the draft.
It's like, just move on. We out of here. Like, get out of here, man.
Dante said it's the do-rag.
Hey, don't get me started on the do-rag, bro. You will never flourish with that do-rag.
Never. Speaking of like young weapons and players, like the Jalen Polk news that came out that Saturday, this past weekend. Yeah. It was just, he had missed 2 days. It was reported he had missed 2 days of training camp due to personal reasons. And then obviously the team put him on the NFI retired list. And it just kind of came out of nowhere. And I'm just speaking, like, I haven't heard anything. I just, I don't, and then people are like, hope he's okay mentally and all that for sure. It could just be as simple as someone who just realized like their heart wasn't into the game and the best thing for them was to just walk away, and while they still had their health, which is an admirable thing to do. It's just what's interesting and like kind of crazy though is like he had worked himself we had to see it in training camp, but like had worked himself up in like the Saints receiver room hierarchy. Like he was probably going to be like wide receiver 4, like before
everybody that covers the team was like, man, he was heavily involved in OTAs, looking good. He was with Shuck, fishing and hanging out and doing workouts and all that stuff. I mean, he was pretty much penciled in, like he was going to be on the team. He was, for certain going to make the team if he continued to like perform in training camp and stuff, obviously. But it's just one of those things where it's like, well, maybe he just realized like, man, this ain't for me. Like this ain't for me. I'd have made a couple of million off my contract or whatever. Take that shit and live my life. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I wish I could have got to know you. Like, it's like okay. But it's also one of them things like, man, I don't know if the Saints like had a feeling about it or not, but them drafting 3 wide receivers,
right?
It's like, kind of glad you did that. Kind of glad they didn't go in like some Saints fans were like, oh, you already got Pope. Like, what you need all these wide receivers for? Like, what?
Bro, that narrative of like the team has Bailey and Polk and who else? Trey Palmer on the team. Like. What? Anyway, bro, I don't want to rehash it. It's just that thankfully the team didn't listen to that section of the fan base.
Right.
Jabari Clark said the Michael Thomas jersey curse. Yes, Wolf alluded to that on Twitter, and then it got copy and pasted and stolen and put on Facebook.
Really? Ain't that some shit?
You didn't see that in Discord? Yeah. Well, I mean, they took your tweet, so it's not like they stole it. Like you're in it. Our dude Kevin in quotes said, "We got to see what we have in Palmer and Bub memes." Yes, that's exactly what people were like saying.
But memes was putting it on them DBs and them 1-on-1s, bro. Putting it on them. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Come holla at us, other 31 teams.
San Francisco 49ers, holla at us. Bro, but you could just see Shanahan cooking some shit up with like above memes.
Oh, bro.
Shanahan just,
I wouldn't be mad, bro. Wouldn't be mad.
Have a wide open down the scene.
Cool. Get him off a fucking team, Wolf. Catch this shit from Brock, bro. I don't want it. But let's transition this on the flip side is that Barryon Brown keeps showing up. The padded practice yesterday had a great catch down the sideline from a ball from Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler also, like, it kind of gets lost because it was Shuck, but like he still like has just a whip, bro. Like he be like there's some crazy throws, and it was just good to see. We're not there at the practices, but it looked like he had ran like a deep over.
Yeah.
It was wide open. Spencer hit him right in the hands and he dropped it. And then later on in practice, Rattler goes back to him on a much harder catch and like just over the shoulder catch, just down. I remember when they drafted him and I looked up his Kentucky and I said it after post draft. I was like, he just has some Shaheed, like just that. I wasn't trying to compare him to Rashid Shaheed because like it's different. Like Rashid Shaheed's speed is but just that ability to just make explosive plays and just kind of tilt the field. Like just to have that and seeing where he is, and you could argue like he may be further along and where he is, maybe like Bryce Lance, who got drafted higher. Man, as a Saints fan, you really got to be excited about the potential of the offense and the weapons. Is it sixth round?
Like, if you could come away with a guy that, even if he just gives you like rookie year Shaheed, like remember rookie year, Shaheed came off that, off that injury and just,
sixth round.
He might, Yeah, if he gives you that rookie year Shaheed where it's just like 8 snaps a game or whatever, but they're like eight design snaps a game, take that. Plus the kick return, punt return stuff, take that. But the thing was like when I looked at him, I was like, okay, this guy's gonna be like a kick return, punt returner, maybe get an end around here and there, a little misdirection or something like that. But then when I started seeing him just in the OTAs and minicamp, I was like, man, he moved. I like how he moved.
Bruh,
and then I was like, but then I was like, let me just wait because you see a lot of guys shine like that when there's no contact and stuff like that. I was like, let's wait till we get the pads on and see how he look. And then he has one of his best days in the first padded practice. Now I'm like, okay, we really might have something here.
Even that little shout out to Buku Media for the clip, like one of the first clips of, I believe it was training camp. It was just a clip of Brown catching a ball like on the sideline and toe tapping, and it looks just like what good and I'm not like just like what we see on Sunday when players are out there making plays, right? And his draft range may have been decompressed because of how LSU was a mess. And Nussmeier playing through an injury as I'm saying, like a Saints fan, you gotta be excited about where the potential is, and kind of keeping with this theme and track with later round draft picks. Lorenzo Styles,
yeah, we haven't seen a ton of him in team and stuff like that. And how's he doing? But when you watch him in the one-on-ones, you watch him in some of the team snaps, and just watch how he moves. Defensive backs and cornerbacks, that's just one of those positions where you just gotta have athleticism, man. There's no way around it. Maybe as a safety, you could get by with a little, with not being an amazing athlete. But as a cornerback, you have to be an athlete. And he is an athlete, man. So you're just hoping that he can learn. The question with him was how much can he pick up as far as the techniques and all that stuff. But you already see he has that football, whatever, instincts or whatever you want to call it. So even if he becomes maybe, man, just somebody that they can rotate in, man, that'd be huge, bro. That'd be so huge for a team that needs some cornerbacks.
Second. I'm just interested in just where they made. I know the last practice, yesterday's practice, he got some snaps at behind at the star position and slot position. So obviously Sanker's the penciled in starter. You got Jaden Price as the backup, and then kind of
a white king right there, boy. Boy named Jaden. White boy named James. J-A-Y.
Who I gotta talk to, bruh? Who I gotta talk to, bruh? It's too far. We gotta claim some shit back, Wolf. We gotta claim some shit back.
And then he white too. You look at it that's a white kid. You know what I'm saying? His name Jaden. I'm rooting.
He reminds me of that.
I'm rooting for him.
And what a story, right? Because he came from the CFL last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
They signed him, and that's where these upcoming preseason games, these joint practices. So they have a joint practice next week with the Jags, and then they have the joint practice with the Cowboys on the 18th, and they have one with the Rams, and that one's going to be closed. But they have one with the Rams when they're in California. So we're talking about these young players. These upcoming joint practices is where, as a fan, my football juices are going. I'm getting excited. I'm like, man, I want to see these young players make some plays in these joint practices that we can, maybe see on the timeline or just be reported. And I know it's just a function of everything, but I need some more juice from Saints training camp in terms of the social media clips, bro. It's not.
I'll be looking at other teams, bro. I'm like, man, y'all got some. They posted some nice shit. Where I was.
Brian Thomas Jr. making fucking catches and Travis Hunter making interceptions and making. I need something, bro. Show me something. The Rams with that Devontae Adams catch, ooh, that shit was.
We get these grainy little, pictures. Shout out to the Saints media, but we get these like grainy little side shots. You trying to see like, what number is that? Like what?
That was the same type of shit Motor used to see in the X-Files in the 90s, bro, when he thought he saw a UFO. Like, what's that shit? Yeah, Scully is right. Like, I just need something better, bro. Just need something better.
It'd be so secretive.
And I don't even know if it's about like just secretive, just like the players are making some things that like
true, yeah.
that's part of it too. Anyway, Kevin said Saints media got them for your ass views.
It's late, bro.
Let's take our first break right here. We'll come back, talk about more Saints training camp, pads coming on, thoughts, buzz, all that. Let's take our first break. We'll be right back after this. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In the 21st century? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plug-in updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or the prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, BIJON at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
She's got a breakaway. She's all alone. She's going. She's going. Oh no, wrong goal, kiddo. It's chaos out there. Their stomachs don't have to be. Introducing Culturelle Kids Probiotics Plus Electrolytes. Sugar-free, more hydrating than water alone from the #1 pediatrician recommended brand. Youth soccer is never boring, but your kid's stomach should be. Culturelle Probiotics, the science of a boring gut. See website for details.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
Are back. Shout out to everyone who's joining us on the live stream. We have 48 concurrent viewers right now, 186 views. As our dude, Jack Hunter said, hit that like button, peeps. Please hit that like. Let's talk about the offensive line. I want to talk about the right guard spot. I want to talk about Cesar Ruiz. For some reason, his lovely partner, Kelly B.
wife, Kelly B.
had their first child, and Cesar's been missing practice, or not missing, like he's been excused from practice because of the birth of his child, which is completely understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Underhill asked a question to Kellen Moore yesterday in regards to Jeremiah Wright, because it sounds like Jeremiah Wright got in with the ones, two snaps, just two snaps, but
it's two.
And those just two. just looked like it, kind of in those very 2 limited snaps, looked like he had held his own in those 2 snaps. It will be very interesting to see, one, how soon Caesar comes back from his paternity leave. And as a father who has had like paternity leave, like back when my benefits were ass, like I was off a week, as opposed to like now with my current job, I could be going almost like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Y'all paid,
that's what's
right?
up. Damn.
Which is how it should be. Paternity, maternity, whatever. But I do wonder if there's external pressure where he feels like he needs to come back to training camp soon, because if you let someone, because of the pressure's been on him and because of his play, he was not good last season. He was not good. You had the GM of the Saints calling him out by name, which never happens. Like Mickey Loomis never calls out players by name, ever. And they draft a guard in the 4th round. I do wonder if he is out longer, does that open the door for Jeremiah Wright? Like, I don't know. I don't think he would lose his job to like Reduns, because it seems like it'd be like whatever. Like,
yeah.
But like, would that open the door for Jeremiah Wright to get more snaps and more snaps? And if he's looking good, like, I don't know, Wolf.
I think it already did. I think, by Ruiz missing those couple of days, one, okay, you move Reduns up to the 1s. So now Big Selma, what we like to call him, Big Selma, has to play more in the 2s and the 3s. So he's just getting more snaps, more play. And I think just that, him getting more reps, opens the door itself. So all you got to do is let coaches start to see it. Because once they start seeing it, they want to see a little more. Like, let me just see a little more, Hey, yeah, Caesar, just take care now. Take all the time you need, buddy. We good over here. We good over here. You just want to see a little more. So it'll be interesting, bro. Like, he's one of the ones that I was like, all right, he's not going to unseat Caesar. And I still don't really see it happening. But there could be a chance. Could be a chance. And if he's good, ooh. Because like we talking about guard. Now, we ain't talking about blind side left tackle. We're talking about a guard. And I'm not saying it's easy, but
a raw guard. He was a raw guard.
But we've seen, rookie guards in the league like every year. Like, there are tons of rookie guards coming to the league.
Who was I was listening to NFL Daily, and the Chiefs may be starting an undrafted free agent at right tackle, bro. Like,
Crazy.
and the context of that is he's looking so good early in training camp that Jalen Moore, who they paid like $15 million per season, I think a season before, like, was supposed to slide in at right tackle after I don't know if they cut or just finally didn't bring back Jawan Taylor. But then they got an undrafted free agent right tackle, and he's been looking good. So he might be starting week 1 against, with Patrick Mahomes coming up off of, and obviously that's his right side over his blind side, but nonetheless, like, still. So it can happen. Let me just check the chat real quick. Jack Hunter said, Reese will be a good father. He likes rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, it's true, bro. Ruiz on the ground.
God damn.
Oh, side note, shout out to my guy, Andrews Pete, man. Andrews Pete, good career.
Yes.
Andrews Pete retired. Yes. A whipping boy for us back in the old podcast days, but shout out to Pete, man. Much love to Pete.
Pete no longer going Pete.
Pete going.
Our dude Rod said, thank you for the $9.99 super chat, Rod. Reason about to get that Street Fighter advice. Quote, go home and be a family man. And then LP said, we need him to take fatherhood serious. Real fathers stay at home. Has anyone ever had a child and like just the outcry is like, no, hey, whoa, hey. Hey, you do what you gotta do, big fella. Like, you do what you gotta do. There's no rush.
No rush at all. No rush.
Baby bonding is extremely, bro. I already know what's going to happen tomorrow, bro. That attendance.
He gonna be right there early, bro. Probably first in the building before Shuck get there.
God damn it, Raul.
I'll be doing his little calisthenics, stretching the shit. I'm ready to go. He gonna be ready.
Putting his thumb on the toast, like that's how he putting the butter on the toast. He just, anyway.
Nasty thumb, man.
Colella, nope. Shout out for the $20 super chat. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do you
Much
blame
love.
your wife that you lost your job? It's not her fault. Like it took two to tango.
Just had a baby. Shit.
Dante made a great point. If nothing else, it shortens Reese's leash if he starts slow.
Right.
Yes.
And I think that's what you want. Ultimately, that's what you want. You want Jeremiah Wright to show enough to where they feel like, okay, if we got to pull his plug at some point, if Reed's looking like he looked like, especially how he looked like early last season.
Oh, it was so bad, Wolf. Oh, my God, it was bad.
It was worst starter, like one of the worst starters in the league bad. If he's looking that bad, you want Selma to show enough this preseason to where they'll be like, okay, get on in there, big fella.
You're there.
Get on in there. You know?
And like, guard is such a position, and I'm not saying this is going to help, but like Big Selma could go in there and just like look really good in preseason. Like, if he looks really good in preseason, then that's a plus where it could be like the reason why Reese loses his starting position isn't even necessarily by like him being away. It'd just be like, if Selma's looking that good, like just play the young guy. Like, it's like what's the, anyway, anything, what else from training camp from your perspective that's caught your attention? I know I've kind of thrown a lot of topics out there.
Let's see, anything more on the list? That was the whole list?
No, there's probably more. I did talk about the offense or the defense being ahead of the offense.
Yeah. Especially like the first couple of days, it was like the defense was smothering the offense, smothering. So I was real fascinated to see how it looked once they got the pads on. And it was a lot of the same with the pads on, but we did finally start to see the offense move the ball a little better, matriculate the ball down the field. One like common theme I saw like all last week was when things got really congested and condensed, when they'll get down in the red zone and stuff like that. That's when you'll see a lot of the miscues, the timing issues, which again, a lot of this is to be expected. The defense, for the most part, is the same exact defense it was from last year. Same guys, same scheme. They're hitting the ground running, which is like great to see. You want to see that. You want to see them putting their foot in the ground, playing with confidence. I love to see that. Offense, you got different wide receivers. Chris Olave, he's just starting to get back in the groove because he set out the first couple of days, dealing with his contract. He wasn't really involved in the team stuff during the offseason. But, but he's going to be good to go. Not worried about him. You got Jordan Tyson, a rookie, who's just starting to be involved because he wasn't involved in the offseason. You got, two other rookies. And, the rest there you got, offensive line, new players, David Edwards and all that stuff. So it's a lot of tight ends. It's just running backs. It's just a lot of moving parts that's still trying to be figured out. Meanwhile, Kellen Moore is only installed like 50% of his offense. He's installing new stuff because he's tweaked and changed some of the stuff that he's doing. So them being behind is not like a cause for concern, but like people keep saying, oh, it's nothing. I'm like, it's not nothing. It's not a concern, but it's not nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you take your little highlight out and you just kind of,
little footnote.
Okay. Just something to keep track of, because we got to remember this is a team who was the worst in the league in first quarter offense. Was sloppy all last offseason on offense, even when Shep was there. A lot of the details and the finer things they weren't very good at, throughout all last season. So, I just don't want to hear that, oh, well, they're just behind because, they got a lot of moving parts. That's valid, but they also have a track record of, not being good. And remember, most of last season, they were horrible in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all of these things, you still got to keep track of. So, I'm not saying be concerned about it, but like, just watch it. You want to see that it trends better over these next couple of weeks as we go through training camp.
and training camp, but like I'm going to be very fascinated to see how the defense too, because like the defense on those joint practices, they got a Cowboys joint practice, they got a Jags joint practice, they got a Rams joint practice. Like the defense may be looking good against an up and coming offense, but how you going to look against CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Liam Cohen, who was voted one of the best 10 play callers last season in the NFL. Sean McVay,
you saw that play that Devontae Adams catching that touchdown. Just imagine them going against Kool-Aid, bro. Kool-Aid ain't going to be a phase, bro.
No, you already know that shit. How that shit gonna be, bro? Gonna be all over Ram social media and shit, bro.
Oh Lord.
I wonder if that's why they closed the Rams practice, like the Rams one.
You know that's bad.
That close.
Don't want the hoes watching, bro. Hoes not watching.
Tyler Gary said, "Wolf, I'm going to be at camp tomorrow. Hey, become a Patreon, or if you're a YouTube member, hop in the Discord, share your camp thoughts."
Yeah, man. You are an Avenger now. You camp correspondent.
Our dude Rod said, "Heads up, y'all. They added an open practice at Tulane for the August 26th. The tickets just went up on the site."
What day is that? The 26th. 26th.
It's a Wednesday.
Oh fuck.
Right in the middle of the week, bro.
Man, that's terrible. I can't do that.
Right.
I love when they're at Tulane, man. That's a great it's a great vibe when they practice at Tulane.
In the middle of the week. Just my daughter is going to hate this because she made me take the shirt off yesterday. But if you've seen Spider-Man: Brand New Day, got this made a couple of years ago.
Tight. I like that.
Yeah, I put it on to work to the movies last night, and she literally was like inconsolable. She was like, "You don't have any other shirt to wear?" I was like, "No, it's Spider-Man movie."
Why is that? Why is that so embarrassing? I love that, man. Teenagers,
bro. Literally make me change my shirt like I was the kid, and she was like, she was just like on the couch, just like, just can you please not wear that shirt? Can you please go change your shirt? I was like, whatever. I wouldn't change the shirt. We went and saw it my second time viewing last night, and it was, I enjoyed it much better the second time than I watched it the first time. I also think because I watched it the first time, it was like 10:30 and the movie started. It was like 11 p.m. It felt like it was a very long movie. And then last night I watched it. I was like, yeah, it was long. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, but it's like it didn't feel as long.
Yeah.
In regards to that, anything else? We should talk about just a couple of things before we actually get into that. Let's take our last break of the show. I'll come back, talk about some couple of things just regarding Shuck, maybe some Rattler talk as we wrap up, as we are catching up to all Saints training camp action. And we are going to be back either maybe Friday or maybe Saturday morning because they have like a string of padded practices starting tomorrow. So we'll get y'all all caught up with those, but we'll be right back after our final break after this. Woof, something that we don't talk about enough is football fans, people in general, getting enough sleep.
And it's weird, bro, because I'm kind of known for getting my sleep on, but it ain't sleep. Like you need that sleep,
that good sleep. And because of that, we are happy to talk about our new sponsor, and that is Some Sleep. Some Sleep is a sleep aid that you mix in, contains melatonin, contains magnesium, and it will help you get that good sleep throughout the night. If you are a Saints fan and at nighttime you're thinking about Marcus Williams missing that tackle, you thinking about that no call, you thinking about Vernon Davis.
Bro, I'll be sitting there 4 a.m. just looking at the ceiling. Alvin Kamara breaking tackles, some sleep, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of skeptical, man. It's clutch, bro. Like, it calms you down. You take, you just drop it in some water, about 8 ounces of water, about 30 minutes before you go to sleep, stir it up, throw some ice in there, knock it back. It tastes good. It got all kind of different flavors like tangerine and mango. This the berry mix right here. You knock it back, calms you down to get you ready for sleep, and then you just like, it's that peaceful sleep.
And because they're our new sponsor, that means if you are a listener of this podcast, if you go to Get Some, that is GETSOM.com, and use the code word Block Party, you get 10% off of your first order. So we are hooking up our viewers and our listeners of the podcast. So if you want to get that good sleep, knock out, and relax, then go to getsome.com, use that Block Party code or the referral link that we're going to put in our social media, order you some, and then you will be sleeping like this. Some sleep. Block Party. We are back. We have 63 concurrent viewers and 283 views. We appreciate y'all joining us late on a Tuesday night. It's almost 9 p.m. Pacific time and close to 11 p.m. Central time. Let me just check up on the chat. Our dude Scotty said, how y'all feel about the national media attention we're starting to get? I hate it. Talk about the Giants. There's a part of me that hates it, but there's another part of me that's like, if you got to go out and win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be good, then you got to go out and win. Like, it's just part of the thing.
I just back off a little bit though, man. Just let us lay low and build. We just building right now. We ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let us build a little bit. We ain't win shit yet. Like nothing.
But it's been Schefter, it's been Steve Weiss,
all the YouTube people, and
obviously Mina on the NFC South preview she did with Greg.
Greg still like
Greg on Greg, bruh.
Yeah.
But to his point, which I think like, and I get it, I understand his point, is just the variance and the boom and bust potential of this team is, and people might get in the mention or might get in the comments and say like I'm being hyperbolic. It could be as bad as like number 1 overall pick bad, or it could be like a wild card team and playing a home game, you know, hosting a home game because they won the NFC. You know, like that really is the variance with this team.
It really is, man. Number one overall pick, that being absolute disaster happens too, boy. That's like,
unless Shuck like looked fantastic, and like I don't know, like just the defense is just historically bad. Like the defense is like the Bengals of last season. You know what I mean? Like it got that's the way where you can kind of be like, it's bad, but like if Shuck goes out and he's putting up 25, 30 points, 35 points, offense looking good, and the defense just looks like ass, then it looks like it's bad, but like the number 1 overall pick doesn't look as bad, because then the quarterback class for next year, bro, you could turn that number 1 overall pick to something nasty, bro. Something ridiculous. So anyway, that's just the optimistic in me. But it all centers on Shuck, and I just want to, you know, yesterday was the reports, you know, kind of just came out. He had his best kind of consistent practice just in terms of his, you know, just his completions, especially like in teams, like you alluded to earlier. He was matriculating the ball down the field. The offense had a bit more rhythm into it and how they were moving. And I think there's something about him, and you said it like in our Discord. You didn't just say this in the Discord about him this season. You said it about him last season as well. Is like he just might not, and I'm not saying he's not good in practice, but like maybe he's just not a practice player. Like he might just be one of those like gamers, like when the lights are on and brightest, like something just like clicks for him and he does what he needs to do.
We saw it last year.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he had a lot of struggles in practice last year. And then the preseason, remember the first preseason game, it was like conspiracy theories, like, is Kellen Moore calling different plays for Shuck and all that stuff? Because it was like, man, he's looking pretty solid in these preseason games. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what we had heard so far, like in training camp and all the struggles he had. And then, you know, when you get into regular season, it's like, oh, this dude can play. You know what I'm saying? And again, this training camp has some struggles. Then you get the pads on, and it's like, oh, there you go. It's like, I don't know, like he has to feel the danger a little more. I don't know. It's like
I also wonder if, and I think this is a Kellen thing and also maybe a Shuck thing too. And they got to get better on this because it just, like when they get past the script, whatever the fucking script is, when Kellen's just calling plays and Shuck is just taking in those, it seems like the offense just operates better when it's just call it. No offensive coach who's calling their plays, whether they're the head coach or the offensive coordinator, the first 15, the first 20 are always scripted. It's just how they run it. But for whatever reason, it seems like when Kellen gets out of those 15, out of those 20s, he's just calling it. The offense, even when Shuck wasn't the quarterback, even when it felt like that, when like Rattler was the quarterback, it just, the offense seemed to get better and do better. So not to say that's like not a negative. They got to hone that in of how to improve that those first script so that can lead to more sustained offense and putting points on the board early in games.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I don't know what Kellen, like, bro, like I don't know. You got to bring somebody in, help you out with the scripting and all that stuff. But like a lot of coaches use the script as like information gathering, but you should also be like moving the ball, like.
Yes.
Like Sean Payton did that too. He would info gather with his script, but also like move the ball and like go get a touchdown or whatever. So you would like to see that. But yeah, it was just good to see Shuck have a good day. Like I wasn't worried about him or nothing like that.
No.
Because like if you watch, like shout out to Boot Crew because they'll put out like these long form videos of practice and stuff like that. I like to sit back and really watch those. And Shuck is doing a lot at the line of scrimmage now, man. Like he is doing a lot of calls, a lot of protections and all that stuff. So he has more on his plate this year, obviously. And that's a learning curve like that.
It is.
That like just adds an extra layer of stuff that he has to come up with. And so it's fascinating to see how he deals with that going into this season. But it was promising to see him have a good day. You just want to see him kind of stack more as the players get in tune with what they want to do. I didn't mention earlier, like the tight ends, they've been throwing to the tight ends a ton. Like all of them, like Jawan, Moscato. Like we joke about it, but he's like making plays out there, bro. Like you're talking about
good
like
good to hear, bro.
It's like talking about a 6'8". Basically what I heard was like if you put like Delp's name on his jersey, everybody would be talking about him. But like nobody's talking about him because it's like, okay, he was like a late, 7th round pick from last year. So nobody's really worrying about it. But he's like making plays. You're talking about like a 6'7", 6'8", big
nigga. I
tight end
making plays.
Yes, indeed, bro. And then Noah Fant, he's making plays. Oscar Delp making plays too. It's not like he's not, but he's a rookie, he's still learning.
Right.
So like just the fact that you just see that from the tight end position is good to hear because
they carrying 4?
I think they might carry 4, bro. But it depends. It goes back to that like wide receiver, how many wide receivers they carry, how many offensive linemen. It's gonna be fascinating, bro. That's why I like Palmer retiring.
Poke
like it's like a blessing and a curse because it's like
Poke,
it just
this
kind of.
This nigga said Palmer. Don't even know.
I'm sorry. I still have yet to see Palmer like notice him.
Does he exist?
I actually did see him like in the 1-on-1s and he wasn't good in the 1-on-1s or whatever. I'm just like, I'm
okay.
good.
So Olave, Tyson, Bele, Brown, Lance?
Yeah. That's it. Roll with the 5. Now, if they carried 6 in the beginning of the season last year, maybe they go 6 and you throw Palmer on there or you throw, who else? Kevin Austin. Or, I don't know, but that's the 5 right there. To me, that's the 5. You roll with that and figure out the rest. You carry 4 tight ends. Then you good, like you rolling with gas now.
LP said, I'm guessing, how's the wrestler sons doing? And then Dante said he's in RB.
Who?
Brock, Rick Snyder.
He actually got a couple snaps with the ones on the padded practice, like 2 snaps. Yeah, it was like, oh. But
interesting.
I haven't heard anything about him like doing anything really crazy in camp. So we'll see. That's the one positive thing about this season. Like preseason should be a little more interesting.
Yes, sir.
Because once you get to like the third quarter, there's still gonna be some guys to watch and pay attention to. Jeremiah Wright, Steiner, Barry and Brown, I'm sure he'll get a lot of snaps late in the preseason game.
Yep.
Bryce Lance, Oscar Delp. A lot of those guys are going to be getting snaps in those preseason games. And on defense, Jaden Price, Styles, all those guys, you get to watch them and see and really evaluate them. You know what I'm saying?
Christian Miller.
Yeah, that's another one I forgot to mention. He's been getting some good snaps. Vernon Broughton, I was trying to watch him. I mean, he moving pretty well, but, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Preseason going to be real interesting for him. I'm going to pay a lot of attention to Big 91.
Burton Bryden just kind of feels like Mean Girls, where it's just like, stop trying to make fetch happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's not a knock on him. It's just, to me, the team told you so much last season when he was an active week 1 as a rookie, as a 3rd round pick. It's not to say that players can't get better, can improve. And for the sake of the defense and the defensive line, it's crucial.
And they want
pivotal. Yeah, they want him to. But
they're telling you it's pivotal because they putting him with the ones like, nigga, we need you to get it together. Like, come on,
do something.
But
like you said, his preseason is going to be super crucially important. Not even just I'm not saying for his career, but just because if you get 52 in there, because I saw a play where 52 was moving the pocket, bro. Like he pops off the screen a little more. So Broughton and it's not me rooting against Broughton, but he just gotta he got to show out in the preseason. And we haven't seen anything from Xavier Harris, who's I believe is still on PUP.
Still on PUP.
So he's still on PUP. Just catching up with the chat. Doc_54 said it's going to be nice to see a multifaceted offense again. # more layers. Yes.
More layers, baby.
Scotty said, be on the lookout from that UFL stuff price. He was picking things off. And then our dude, Wax Chris, said, no love for TJ Hall.
Nah, bro.
Jack Hunter said the quality of the roster turned around quick. It did. Now they also
want.
Go ahead.
I want to mention Sanka got some snaps, in the 101s. It was interesting to see him in man-to-man, like how he do. It wasn't pretty. Wasn't too pretty. Which, we'll see, as it goes along. But 101s aren't the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? It's just one little thing. But it was just interesting to see because I wanted to see how is he going to do in those man-to-man stuff? Because I know he could put his foot in the ground and hit and run and chase and stuff like that. But I'm really interested to see how he does covering. You know what I'm saying?
Is what you call it still out there? Not saying that they should. Kenny Moore. Yeah, he still out there, isn't he? Yeah, he's still out there.
Oh, he sure is. Yeah.
A little underrated thing as we kind of wrap this up is it seems like Quincy Riley is, I don't want to say he's taking a step, but just playing well, a really good just a technician in his corner play. And it sounds like just what I've gleaned, seems like he may be a little higher thought of than Martin Emerson right now, that opposite corner spot of Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I can see that. I think Riley's playing well, man. He's always around the ball and stuff like that. The linebacker, how they've been mixing it up with the ones that have been interesting because you'll see Ellis and Werner on the field, but then they sub in Stutzman and we'll have all three of them on the field, and they'll have Ellis in pass rushing, blitzing the A gap, or just pass rushing and stuff like. So Staley cooking something up, bro. It's gonna be interesting to see how they use the linebackers, but I think you're gonna see all three of them on the field actually quite a bit, which would be fascinating.
It will be. The last thing I had is it was something he didn't do well last season, but I want to see as training camp goes on, I want to see the deep ball from Shuck get better.
Yeah, it ain't been connecting, bro.
It's still off. It's still off.
Not connecting, man.
And it was off during games and things like that. So that's just something as training camp progresses. I just want to see those deep shots just connect a little more, man. It was missing from the offense last year.
No question. No question. And I can't even give like a good reason why, because he has the arm, he has the accuracy, just a little off. Like you gotta tighten it up, bro. Whatever it is.
Anyway, we just wanted to come back. We couldn't really talk about training camp in depth with Mina on yesterday, so we wanted to come back and just hit on that. Cola Nope said Rattler hitting that deep ball, which is football's funny, man. Because like last year, Rattler, he was like off like in the timing of his deep balls. But then, like, Shuck comes in and he, like, the Chris Olave play against the Panthers and the Chris Olave play against, like, the Titans. Football's just, again, it could be just when it just, it's game time and Shuck. But I will say this, like, the whole Zach Wilson thing, I'm over it, bro.
Over it, man.
I'm over it.
Over it.
And this is not like an agenda thing. If you're the Saints, bro, like, unless you get a really, really like something that just blows you away, like holding on to Rattler just makes the most football sense because you have Shuck. He's had his injury history in the past and what things like that, bro. Like if you're trying to compete for a playoff spot and win the division, you got to have a quality backup. And
man.
I know because I know like the easy thing is like just trade him because like okay, you trade him, then who's like the backup going to be? A Shuck has to miss a week or two or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the best things to have is like a good backup, man. And you never know, like Shuck might get like there was the game last year he got hit in the back and he had like a big thing on his back or whatever that he's talked about, like some kind of huge bruise that they had to patch up and stuff. Like, you could imagine if that was worse, you know what I'm saying? And he had to sit out a game or two, you know what I'm saying? When you got somebody like Rattler, it's just like, cool, all right, get out there. You know what I'm saying? You know he can run the offense. You know he can handle things. Yes, I know he didn't win games for the Saints, but we know there's reasons for that. But you know you got a guy that could run the offense just fine, just like Shuck can. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, you hold on to that as long as you can, unless you just get an offer where it's just like, okay, we got to cash that in, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think they're going to get an offer like that. Right?
No. But anyway, again, we just wanted to come talk about training camp. There's like I just said, like a slew of days upcoming where there's a lot of padded practices in a row. It's going to be fun to see how it all plays out. Want those good social media clips and just that happy feeling from training camp. Scotty said, I would love to see Rattler with these weapons too. Like if needed, I would say. Like if called upon. If called upon.
Look, I'm sure Rattler had happy with Barry and Brown. He's like, oh shit, I had
anyway, we appreciate y'all. We have 48 concurrent viewers, almost 350-ish views. Appreciate y'all hopping on a late Tuesday night. This is what we do. Perfect. Like Ryan has posted about it and things like this. Just a perfect time to become a member of our community with Patreon, patreon.com/SaintsBlockParty, or a YouTube member. You can become a Patreon as low as $3 a month. The YouTube membership as low as $3. The Zooms, the live streams, all that. Even during the preseason, like we're gonna next Saturday, first Saints preseason game. We're gonna live stream that game. We're gonna watch it together on Zoom. So those are like that's the fun shit right there. Like that's the fun shit. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back later this week. We appreciate y'all. With that, we are out.
The Snack Wrap plus Caesar sauce equals extra crispy chicken Caesary greatness. Sounds delicious. Caesar sauce at McDonald's for a limited time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.